Greetings, everyone. Welcome to the Crypto Truth, where I give you the truth as I see it. As you guys know, it's been a while since I've made a video. I've been pretty busy lately. I've been dedicating a lot of my time towards life. Let's just put it that way. Let's go ahead and this is going to be kind of a different video than I usually do, but I really need to lay down some truth for you guys, and I'm just going to be straight up honest. This is probably going to be one of my few videos in which I am going to be unapologetically honest, and I kind of have to be. So first off, as we can see here in the market, we have Bitcoin at 97. Fear and greed is at 35. I mean, that's a positive thing if you're Bitcoin fans. If you hold Bitcoin, fear is at 35 and it's still at 97. So obviously we're in a bull market. As we all know, alts have been kind of dying. There's been a couple of alts that have been taken off, which is great for some of you guys who hold altcoins. But it's been kind of dead. A lot of people are saying that we are not going to see a crypto super cycle or a Bitcoin super cycle, whatever super cycle you want to call it. We still haven't had where alts really take off quite yet in this bull run. So we'll see how that sets up. We know that the crypto market kind of took a nosedive because the inflation numbers were not very good. It's apparent that the Fed is going to continue this whole up and down type of thing. They're very wary of cutting interest rates when the inflation is so high. There is no win-win situation with the type of market and the type of financial, how should I say, the type of financial, I don't know why I can't think of it, philosophy from here in America. So anyway, there's no win-win situation. Sorry if my voice is a little bit down. I've been doing a lot of yelling, but it's because of my terrible singing. But I'll learn to sing one day. Anyway, let's go ahead and go over some of these coins. I kind of want to talk about the crypto market as a whole. We're starting to see a lot of interest in different projects, because I'm starting to see a shift in projects, because a lot of these projects are they're not really starting, how should I say not starting? They're really not formulated or completed enough, or the project is not really finished, in which it's firing on all cylinders. And the only one that's really doing that and what it's supposed to do is Bitcoin, right? So everything else, you got layer upon layer upon layer. You got, I don't know, whatever they call Zcash, whatever, go got 'em, whatever these terms are, of these upgrades for these blockchains, and they're just not becoming efficient enough. Now, real world assets I believe in the next couple of years are going to be gigantic, are going to be huge. There's a lot of talk because of AI. There's a lot of talk about these data centers and having enough energy. JD Vance was just in France. So if you guys want to take a look at that, when he was talking with Macron, or he made a speech with Macron, you'll clearly see that there is a lot. There are a lot of interests in technology that will save energy, right? So this is the next. These are the things that are definitely coming. I'm going to jump into Holochain in a second because I know many of you know that I follow Holochain. I've been following Holochain for years. I do have quite a bit to say about them, and not so much about the last. Excuse me, my apologies. The last brief delivery brief. So I'll get into that in just a second, but I will say this. There are a lot of projects out there that are really trying to solve real world issues when you're talking about making money, right? And where your money is going and the projects. Look, honestly, if you look at some of the top 100, we'll just go over the top 100. Excuse me, you guys. Looking at the top 100, and you know, a lot of them are actually good projects. Some of them, I mean, they're just meme coins, and it's unfortunate, but that's really what they are. As far as they really don't hold any value, but here we are. But if you guys notice, look at, let's start from the bottom, and I want you guys to notice that meme coins are kind of sort of falling off a little bit. Now, this whole official millennia and Trump, I've already talked about how ridiculous it is, but I'm gonna leave that alone. I have no idea why the FTX token is still at 99%, but here we are. But look at this, Helium, solid project. No, I'm passing by. It's Neo, Bitcoin XV is trash. Flow. We have Maker, Nexo, BitTorrent, Gala. IOTA is a very solid project. I don't know what they're doing lately. As a matter of fact, there's a lot of projects we have no idea what the hell they are doing. And I'm gonna get into that a little bit later. There's the meme coin Floki. Let's see here. We have EOS here. EOS has been in business for a long time. Quant as well. Piggybacking off of XRP, we have Flare right here. There's another meme coin Bunk. We have Theta Network, Immutable X, Stacks. A lot of people was talking about Radium, Sonic, Celestia, I don't know, Artificial Superintelligence Alliance, Cosmos Gate token, First Digital USD. So there's a lot of, look at Render. There's Render, Chronos, Algorand, very solid project. VeChain almost died. Well, I felt like it almost died, but then again, what room do I have to talk? We're gonna get into that later. And you know, it's been doing good. There's the Trump. I mean, come on. I'm not even gonna talk about it. A lot of people lost their money in these damn meme coins. Internet computer. Again, whatever. Near Protocol, Pepe. There's another. Monero's been around. Privacy token. It's gonna, and I think it's gonna be around for a long time. I don't know how well it's gonna be around or how long it's gonna be around, but it will be. Now, Litecoin is something to pay attention to because honestly, Litecoin is one of those sneaky coins that it's there. It's very solid, but it's just moving forward. I think they stated that it was going to be like the silver to Bitcoin, Bitcoin being gold. So we'll see. There's another meme coin, Shiba Inu. I don't want to talk about Tron. Cardano's a solid project. And again, look at that. We got Dogecoin. And you look at these projects up here, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP. If I had a bunch of money, this is where my money would be going in projects. Just, I would be, what's they call it? But I don't have a job, so, but if I did have a job, I would be DCAing into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. I don't know why they're calling me. Excuse me, you guys. My apologies. I get this almost every video. I get some weird call. So yeah. That's what it's looking like right now in the market. People, I want you to understand that the market cap is 3.22. With what's it face? With the stock market, we're looking at around 500 trillion in assets. Excuse me. And so yeah, this market is a baby market. It just is, and it still needs to shake off a lot of the trash, right? You look up here, you see, man, I haven't heard the term NFTs in a long time, but you got NFTs up here. It's you can break it down into categories. Made in the USA, AI agents, RWA or real world assets, right? Gaming, and we have some depends here. And you know, I think the depend. Look at this. The depends are gonna do. I think depends are gonna do well. You got Helium, BitTorrent, IOTA, Theta, Filecoin, Render. I think all of I really do think that there's starting to be a flow into different projects, in which it's gonna flow away from Bitcoin and into what we call alt season. So I'm really hoping for that. All right, enough of that. Let me go ahead and jump into Holochain and Holo. As you guys know, that Holo just had their delivery brief, and it was very interesting to say the least. And I have a lot of comments. Well, not really a lot of comments, but here's their roadmap for Holochain, and we can kind of see where they are right now. Evaluating Holochain's performance over time to identify regressions and understand the impact of new features on its performance. We're also providing basic operational statistics for Holochain, with each release. Wow, can't read today. So yeah, that's pretty much where they are. And as you can see with the roadmap, it doesn't look like they have far to go. But if you really think about it, yeah, it's been a slow progress as far as how they're updating or how they're progressing. But then again, they've made some changes, they've done some things, and so obviously it's going to take a longer time. For some of you guys who want to know my opinion, well, actually, before I get into my opinion, let's go ahead and look at Holo. So we have here, they had the ICO, as you guys remember. There's 177 trillion, is it billion tokens, 75% restricted countries, China, South Korea, and USA, which is very interesting, considering how different these countries are. There was a conversation in a delivery brief, and you know what? Let me just go ahead and just talk candidly with you guys. Forgive me, I don't know how to switch these things to my face or whatever, so I'm just gonna kind of face the camera. I have been following the Holochain and Holo organization for years. As you guys know, I've been making a lot of videos for years. Now, I'm gonna say a lot of videos. I mostly made videos when I found out information, and then I would make a comment on, you know, whether it's good or bad and what direction I think they were going. And then I've gotten to the point to where I've kind of fell off. You guys have realized that I've kind of not been really vocal within the Holochain and Holo community. and that is definitely for a reason. Um, my overall sentiment with the Holochain and Holo organization is just pure disappointment. Not, excuse me, with the Holo organization, not the Holochain organization. Um, I am disappointed in their way of communication. I have been disappointed in the way they run their business, because that's what it is. Holo. I can't really be too much disappointed in Holochain, because I feel like not only am I very ignorant when it comes to technology, but I feel like they've done something really awesome. And from what I've learned from other people who are huge tech guys, that they are they know that the Holochain project is awesome. As I've kind of gotten wind of that, hence the reason why I followed them for years. But I'm extremely disappointed with the Holo organization. I thought that if they split up their, and make a difference between Holo and Holochain, and then, they can kind of move forward. But the direction that they're going, and I know what direction they're going now. I can't tell you whether it's good or bad, but I can tell you this. This is the way that the world is going, right? So what I mean by that is, a lot of people were talking about, they didn't like the not Havelo, but what was the other? I forgot the other already. Their partnership with AI, immutable AI or something like that. But Emu AI. The point is that the technology for Holochain will definitely be used for face recognition, biorecognition, all that, all that stuff. And we don't like that, but honestly, that's where the world is going. And it is going to go there. At the moment, we have so much chaos happening, so much fraud happening, and there's not really a lot of order. And the way that we've always been doing things is being inefficient with how we've been using technology. And it only makes sense to the growth of society and the growth of the way the world works, that we start using technology for safety, start using technology for all kinds of things. The world, a lot of people feel like the world is going to go back to the good old days where people just had guns, and then if you didn't like somebody, you can just shoot them and then get away with it. Or things happen and nobody knows. The way the world is going to go, as we're going to have communication devices on us. I mean, we already got kind of communication devices on us anyway, but we're going to have some serious communication devices as far as maybe on our body, on our person. We're going to have more technology censoring us as far as visually, not really as far as freedom of speech, but these things are going to happen because there's so much corruption, and there's not a way to really dig deep and to get rid of the corruption without having it being transparent. Now, where am I going with this, people? A lot of people are upset with the direction that Holo is going. But I'm telling you, it's going to go that direction regardless of whether you like it or not. Now, will it be used anytime soon? Will the technology be used anytime soon? I'm going to say no. As a matter of fact, I am going to say that the Holochain and Holo technology will not be used together, will not be significantly used together until about around 2027. I know many of you guys don't want to hear that, but honestly, the way that this organization is run, it seems like they have no organization. It seems like they don't have a great way of communicating. And one of the things that really irked me was, I forgot who it was, but one of the people that everybody has blocked was Hesu. And nobody really likes this guy a lot. And it's not because of the fact that maybe he has a different viewpoint. It's because of his negative attitude. It's because of his arrogant personality and arrogant statements, his demeaning ways of, and I blocked him a long time ago. But what's really concerning to me is that he posted something, and I think it was either Eric Harris Braun or Arthur Brock responded to him. And this was like within the last 2 weeks. And I'm like, wait a second. Are you trying to tell me that the guy that has probably chased more people away from Holochain and Holo than the Holo organization, which is saying a lot, the main guy that has been so demeaning to so many people about a great many things, this guy, and I'm just gonna say it, he's a suck up, he's a kiss ass. And obviously, it's almost like he worships Arthur Brock and the Holochain organization. And it's disgusting. Honestly, it is. But after all of everything that he has posted and the negative things that he has posted, you turn around as a CEO of a company and organization and respond to that dude? And you have so many people who are very positive within the Holochain community and the Holo community, and they're saying many positive things. They try to do and try to support the project, and you respond to that asshole. And I'm gonna call him an asshole because that's what he is. And I'm sorry, many of you guys are like, oh, well, you don't know who he is. Oh, he has this problem and that problem in life, and that. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a flying fuck. Okay? By the way, this is not rated G. So if you have kids listening, you might want to either cover their ears or continue this video later on. I pay attention to what companies and organizations are not doing. Not necessarily what they are doing. And from a business perspective, everything from a technical perspective, I've actually talked to people who have been understanding Holochain and Holo and what they're trying to do. And from a technical perspective, these people seem to be doing the things that they need to do. From a business perspective, it is ungodly, ugly. It is ugly. Godly? I don't know. I'm making new words here. But from a business perspective, it's been terrible. Now, I'm the kind of person to where I don't need popularity. When I was a kid, I've had a lot of I was very popular in middle school, elementary school, middle school, high school. I did everything: basketball team, acting, performing, singing performances and stuff like that. I used to be a person, and I'm a very social person too. So everywhere I go, like, I don't need like a lot of attention. So when I make these videos, yeah, I could have turned into all of these other YouTubers out there and, hey, you go market, you're gonna make $1 million and you're gonna be famous and or you're gonna be on yachts and you're gonna have all these girls surrounding you or whatever the hell that they're doing today. But I just have to be straight up honest. The way the Holo organization has continued to go throughout the years and continue to behave throughout the years has been trash. Now, let's talk about the community. I was thinking, you know, I follow X. As you guys know, I do follow along on X, and I don't really argue a lot with people anymore. I think Hesse was the last one, and that was years ago. I deleted his ass. That I argued. Now, I don't mind. I love having discussions. I think Ed is the only one that I really have discussions with. Maybe we disagree a little bit on certain things, and that's perfectly fine. That's cool. That's the way life is supposed to go. You know, you disagree with somebody, you have an educated conversation, and you don't demean each other. You don't go into all of that kind of stuff. But when you're living your life and you noticed that a lot of your time and energy, and by the way, I haven't even spent a whole lot of time and energy on Holochain. It may seem like that because I've been making a video too, you know, every once in a while. But honestly, there were some videos that were deleted. My other channel was kind of deleted because that was when I was living in my car and I was making updates on Holochain and stuff like that. But needless to say, I haven't really made a whole lot of videos, comparatively speaking to other YouTubers. You have to, in order to, you gotta kind of be consistent. You gotta beat down your message. You know, the modern investor, I can tell you guys, I listen to him every once in a while, but I already know what he's gonna say. Oh, there's hardly no Bitcoin out there. The Bitcoin market, Bitcoin is gonna go up. Michael Saylor is buying more Bitcoin. The rich are buying more Bitcoin and they're leaving you all out of it. Well, you know what? Okay, I got the message. After a while, you start hearing the same stuff from these YouTubers and you kind of get the message. Now, for me, when it comes to the Holo organization, I want you guys to pay attention to something. Here are things that I have noticed that has not been going on as a business. Now, we can separate. I don't want to demean people, but I am going to be very critical of their actions. So, Mary Camacho, I do not know you. I have never had a conversation with you. I've actually had a conversation with Paul Diaz. I think he's a cool guy. Let's go. I haven't really, actually, I've never had a conversation with Eric Harris Braun or Arthur Brock. I don't know who they are. I've had a conversation briefly with Nathan, or sometimes I respond to posts and different things like that. But I can clearly see there's a lack of discernment when it comes to communication from a business perspective. And it makes me wonder, what in the hell are they doing in the background? You guys know, and let me put it this way. So I don't know. Holo didn't necessarily make it like official, like there's a plaster thing. Our community guide director or whoever is X, Y, and Z. But Nathan has kind of sort of taken over, and he has been doing an okay job. And I only say okay because his responses to some of these people who are negative are a lot of time childish. It's like he brings himself down to the level of these people. And I'm like, this is not what you do. From a business perspective, this is not how you operate. You ignore those people. You say positive things and you move forward. You don't, if somebody demeans you as a community director or community person, whoever you are, you don't go down to their levels to where you have to sit here and apologize for your actions. And it's been, honestly, it's been terrible. And for some people who didn't deserve, and I can clearly, I'm reading these messages on X, they don't deserve the disrespect or the blocking that has happened, they never deserved that. Not to the extent of what's been happening. Now, I'm going to follow up by say this. There are a lot of trolls out there. And for some of you guys who are part and really wish that Holochain and Holo, and you're really upset with the Holo organization, let me tell you guys something. You guys haven't been making as many videos as I have. You guys haven't been doing as much research as I have for their background, for the things that they've been doing in the background, because that's what I've been attempting to pay attention to. Where they are, who they talk to. This was a long time ago. I did a whole lot of research on these people personally, who they follow, who they like in America, where they lean. Do they lean left? Do they lean right? I've been paying heavily attention. I know that there's a lot that's happening with these people in the background. I don't know them specifically, and because they don't say anything, and because I don't understand where they're coming from, I have to decipher a lot of information by what they have done in the past, who they communicate with, to get a full picture of exactly what they're trying to do, where they're trying to go, and where their heart is. So when it comes to an organization like Holo, this is just the beginning. To me, they are a long way. They are a long way from being any kind of force. Do I think the technology is a driving force? Absolutely. Do I think that the tech can easily be a disruptor? Absolutely. But that's not what I'm talking about here. What I'm talking about is the ability to be able to conversate, the ability to be able to bring an opinion or talk philosophy. There's so much going on in the background with these people, and I know what their philosophy is, and they're not saying anything. There's a reason why they're not saying anything. People, I want you to understand, I really appreciate all of you being subscribers to my channel. I'm not going to stop making crypto videos, but I am done. And this is an official statement from me. I am done making Holochain specific videos. There will never, and believe you me, I make my promises. Maybe I'll sprinkle in some information on Holochain when it comes. Maybe when they come into the United States, if they do that, the hot token. But I am done making Holochain or Holo specific videos. Now, I have been enjoying the last 2 to 3 months. It's been great. Actually, I've been enjoying a lot lately. But at some point, you have to move on. So my message to a lot of people who are subscribed, who have been following Holochain and Holo for a long time and have been disappointed, which they have disappointed a whole lot of people by their actions, just ignore them. Just leave. Don't even respond. Like I watch things on X and I see things on X. Just leave it alone. And yeah, are there assholes out there like Hesu and stuff like that? Do not waste your time on these motherfuckers. Stop wasting your time. And I'm talking to a lot of people. I don't care how much money you have invested in HOT. I don't care how much time you've invested in the Holochain and Holo organization. I don't care if you're cousins of some of the people or friends with some of the people within the Holochain organization. If you are not happy with the way that they've been doing things, the writing is on the wall. They are not changing anytime soon. They have a specific philosophy, and I don't know what the fuck it is, of how they want to communicate and how they want to do things. And it's a shame, because I think It's a shame because I know, not think, I know that these people on paper probably have higher IQs than I do. Maybe they have a multiple business degrees and run million dollar companies. I don't know. But let me tell you guys something. And I'm going to say this, and I mean it in every which way you can possibly think of. If it walks like a duck, talk like a duck, and God damn it, it is a duck. If an organization are so unorganized and they can't communicate properly, they pick and choose how they want to answer questions. And this isn't, and a lot of people know, if you know me, you know this is not about the hot price. Oh God, I can get into that. I can get way into that. And if I wanted to be frustrated or mad, I can get into that. But honestly, I'm not. Eventually, I do believe that hot will take off. Eventually, I do believe that Holo will get its act together. Maybe eventually these partnerships that they have, maybe these people will stop hiding in the shadows and come into the light. Maybe this year, maybe next year. Who knows? I'm not investing anymore. I told you guys this a long time ago. I'm not investing any more money into the hot token. I'm not investing any more time and energy into Holo like that. We have our Holo ports. I guess they're attempting to do more with the Holo ports, and I think that is awesome. But I'm not going to be putting my 2 cents in. They said that they have a survey, that they have surveys coming out. What the hell are you making fucking surveys for when you don't even answer the simple questions that people have been asking for years? Years. So my face is frustration. But honestly, if you guys have noticed in the last couple of videos and the last time, when I make updates, I make updates about Holochain and Holo, and I'm done. I'm done. But this time, this is the last one. And you guys can mark it down. This will be the last one. Now, will I make a long video about some other project and then maybe Ninok or make an opinion or two on Holochain and Holo? Yeah, probably. Will I still be on X every once in a while communicating? Yes, probably. But I have a vision for my life, and I want to help change the world the best way I can. I have a lot of opinions, and a lot of times when people really listen to me, because I'm not the greatest speaker, as you guys know, I'm spot on. It's because I can decipher the trash, the information that I get. When I'm playing video games, I'm listening to all kinds of stuff between, interest rates, and I'm listening to speeches and press conferences, and, Jerome Powell, he was in front of Congress. These things are like 2 hours long. When I'm out and I'm working on my pickleball serves, because it's trash right now. But I'm listening to this stuff. I am accumulating so much information. I'm like a sponge. But when I squeeze that out, the truth comes out. So over time, I can get a better picture of what's happening. I want to personally thank Paul Diaz for always being positive, always trying to give us information and communicate with us the best way that he know how. I really do appreciate that. I feel bad because I know many of you out there who are Holochain or wants to know more about Holochain and the Holo organization. and you're wondering why in the world this project isn't where it should be, or why isn't it getting the publicity it should be, all you got to do is just pay attention to what's been happening within the last year and a half. And that will tell you everything you need to know. Listen to the past AMAs. It's like with information, it's been dripped to us and we got to figure it out. And it seems like, and I'm not saying it's the truth, but it seems like they're just dragging us along. And we got a collaboration with a big company organization. But I can't tell you right now. Right? So, and we're literally seeing Bitcoin rise. So obviously it's a little jump. A lot of projects are jumping right now because everything is just rebounding. But people, I know if you're new to Holochain and Holo, I just ask after every single one of my videos, I've always said what? Do your own research, People, you're going to need to apply, and this is how I see it. If people who know me in my personal life, if I get mad at a company or organization for being disorganized or being unorganized, my life better be organized. I better have my shit together. If I complain about other people being negative or being demeaning, I better be doing those exact same. I better not be doing those exact same thing. I do not believe in being a hypocrite, and I try not to be a hypocrite in my own personal life, because what I practice what I preach. I have to. And no, when you do that, you're not going to make a lot of fans in life for various reasons, because a lot of people don't want to hear the truth. They just don't. The truth is that the Holo organization is probably years away, in my personal opinion, from getting anything done. Now, am I exaggerating a bit? Yeah, I'm probably exaggerating a bit. They're probably not years away. But if they are, I wouldn't be surprised. I think that a lot of people, and I'm going to talk philosophy here, a lot of people within the Holochain and Holo organization, they try to be philosophical. And I can see that, and I know that. For many of you guys who don't know me, I used to be in a ministry. I used to preach. I am very familiar with the 1611 King James Bible. And I've had so many different religious conversations with pastors and preachers and evangelists. So when it comes to philosophy, I'm not missing anything when I read their information on their different projects that they were trying to do in the past. When I listen to what's his name? Matt Schutte. I understand where he's coming from. I understand what's happening. Okay? So it's not run past me. A lot of people, especially when they have these big philosophical ideas, they miss the big picture. They miss the part in which you're dealing with human beings. They miss the part in which the way the world works right now. They miss the part to where you or your company or organization are going to have to convince people who see things completely and totally different, and in a nice, calm manner, say, hey, what about this point? What about this? Or what do you think about these views? Also, another special thank you to Rob. I know he's been communicating a lot within the Holo organization. I do see him on. He was in the delivery brief, so I've been seeing him in the delivery briefs. I think a lot of people are getting tired and worn out in the crypto space completely. But we're tired and worn out because if a 500 trillion stock market can be manipulated, what the hell you think is going to happen with a 3 trillion, 4 trillion market, 5 trillion market? Right? And so we have not evolved yet. And a lot of times companies, people in organizations, when they create these big businesses and they have a philosophical goal and they'll reach for it, and they don't really care if they're not making a whole lot of money. They're just looking to change the world, but they want your energy to help them. But the return on investment, whether it's communication, whether it's money or finance, whatever it is, you're not getting it back. And that's often what happens. So when we're talking about the Holo organization and where they're trying to go, they need to understand, and the people that they communicate with, yes, I'm talking to you, Nathan, you're going to have to learn how to properly educate people. And it does not help, by the way, that the project is complicated. Now it's the Holoport version 2 or whatever is turned into Allograph. Did I say that right? Allograph. Allograph. I don't know. I just finished the Jurassic Park series, so I'm thinking about Allosaurus. But my point is that we've gotten to a point to where they've been changing so much, they've been doing so many things, nobody knows what the hell's going on. And then the questions that we had in the past are still not answered because it's still relevant today. And it's not even about, I understand why they might not talk about price. I understand why they might not talk about, what is it called? Where they cut the what is it called? Oh my God, I'm having a brain fart, you guys. I've been ranting and I had a brain fart. When they burn tokens, right? I can understand why they won't talk about any of that kind of stuff. But when you answer stupid ass questions and you waste your time answering dumb shit, it makes me wonder, how organized and how serious are you with your company and with your organization? I'm not saying that these people are bad people. What I'm saying is that they're terrible when it comes to business. They're terrible when it comes to communication, and they have a lot of bad looks. Mary Camacho, you say a whole lot on your your podcast or whatever it is, and you have a whole lot to say there, but you answer dumb questions on these delivery briefs. You barely say anything because a lot of people have already anticipated that it's just going to be another update for more updates, and it is frustrating. There's no more AMAs. It doesn't seem like there aren't any more AMAs. And the time and energy that people have put into this project to know it, to understand it, have been not treated very well from many different aspects. And I know this. It's not something that I can guess. I know this. I've just been staying silent about all of this stuff because I wanted to give Holochain and Holo a chance to say, oh, I want to sit back. I wanted to sit back and I want to see, okay, what exactly are they doing, and pay attention to how they operate as a business. And if you look and you pay attention to what they're trying to do, a lot of it doesn't make a lot of sense. We have so many. Check this out. Oh, perfect example. You know, in my hometown in Sanford, Florida, because I can say it, there's so many churches. And I went to a church in Deltona, and there was so many churches there. But when you look at the members, it's like they have like a little bit of members. And then another church has a little bit of members. And all these members. And they're not really connected. Why in the world do we have so many DPN projects? And why do we have DPN projects that they're going to have their own coin or token? Why not join hands under one? I'm just saying. And by the way, that's what they talked about doing. Or we're just going to join hands under one, or we're all going to use the same DPN token or whatever it's called. But then when you go to cash out or go to a different whatever bridge you need to use, you're going to go into hot. You're going to go into the other ones, and it's all separated, right? Look at these people. We have 11.23 million crypto projects, and a lot of people have no idea what the hell is going on. They're like, oh, they're all just scams because they have no discernment. When you have all of these projects out here, and they're all trying to do their own thing, and they're not working together, and they're all trying to make their own income by doing different things, and I get it. They all have, you know, different use cases, right? But a lot of people are confused on, okay, so we have hot. What am I do with it? And how am I going to earn it? And is it going to make me enough to where I'm going to get a ROI with my Holoport? By the way, I left my Holoport on. I'm going to leave it on for a little bit. There's so much confusion out there. But all these projects want to get together and make their own money and not work together. And I guess with them using the same, because, you know, Arthur Brock talked about these pools and stuff like that. We still haven't had any information on that. Maybe it's hard. Maybe they got a lot of NDAs out there. Non-disclosure agreements for some of you guys who don't know. I don't know. But I will tell you this. Your time and your energy. For many of you guys who want to create a better world, who want to do something for your community, get involved with your community and try to help improve and find solutions and to give back to your community and do things within the community. And when it comes to money, when it comes to actually making money from the crypto market, it's going to come. But everything that the Holochain and Holo organization have done up until now, for me, not everything, but a lot of things have been extremely disappointing. I'm going to stop ranting and I'm going to leave it at that. Folks, you guys see me messaging. It's been beautiful outside. I just finished practicing dinking with in pickleball. I don't know. Maybe I start making a pickleball channel, but I'm really new to pickleball, so maybe there's plenty of those. But I'm still going to talk a whole lot about crypto. I think and I believe that you ever see those people to where they do something somebody say, "Oh man, I can play basketball." I've seen it. Yeah, I play basketball, and they go out there and they shoot like that. They look weird, and you look at them and you're like. So for the Holochain organization, I'm gonna tell them overall, great job. For the Holo organization, it's pretty sad. And I'm gonna also say this, if the Holochain and if the Holo organization keep supporting people like Hesu and backing people with these crazy ideas, and probably they align with the he's just projecting a lot of the ideas that's coming from the Holo organization and the Holochain organization. Maybe he works with them. And if so, that is extremely terrifying. I don't know, people. I don't know. Anyway, you guys, as I always say, this is going to be my last video titled Holochain. This is going to be my last video specifically making a whole on Holochain and Holo. I was already disappointed, but I'm not going to continue to beat a dead horse and move on with my life. I still think that some of the people within the organization are very cool people. They're very nice. A lot of people are trying to do good things, but what is the saying? Hell is paved. The road to hell is paved with great ideas. Good intentions. Excuse me. So I don't know. But anyway, I've been enjoying life. You guys, please enjoy life. Do a lot of things. Follow crypto space. Pay attention to what's happening. Allocate your funds to where you need it. If you ask me any questions, you guys know I'll answer honestly. I don't see every single time when I made my videos, and I'm embarrassed by this. I will say this. Every single time that I made videos and I look at the videos that I've made in the past, I'm embarrassed about how ignorant I was about where I thought the project was going to go, because I didn't get a lot of information. And we're still, you don't continue the same operation. You change up a bit. You move on and you understand. You learn, you grow. And the way that the Holo organization is going, they're doing the exact same things that they used to do in the past. So don't get your hopes up anytime soon with Holo and Holochain. It's a great project. They have a lot of people working behind the scenes on a whole lot of different things, but I don't know what to tell. I don't know what else to tell you guys. All right. Okay. So, as I always say, do your own research, do your own research, do your own research. And last but not least, above all else, you guys, I know that this was a long video. I know that I ranted a lot, but let me tell you something. In my life, in my own personal life, I could not be any happier about what's happening in my life. I am completely satisfied. Wish I had a job. I'll get into that later. But I do what I can and I move forward. And that's what you have to do. All right, you guys. Take it easy. Be safe out there, okay? Bye.